Hi everyone, and thank you for joining this video. So today I'm going to give you all a pick a card reading guided through Santa Muerte. And again, this is a guided reading through Santa Muerte. I actually have her here right now. As you can see, we have 4 piles. And today we are going to focus on what blockages are you having, okay? What blockages are you having? And Santa Muerte is here to give you some advice and how you can overcome these blockages and what blockages are blocking, okay? So again, we have 4 piles from left to right. We have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 piles, a guided reading through Santa Muerte on knowing what blockages are you having. Okay, so I really want you all to focus on these piles and really concentrate on which one is calling out for you. These are general readings, so keep in mind, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And thank you so much. And Santa Muerte is here again, a guided reading through Santa Muerte. I'm so excited. I hope you all are too. And you will hear from me soon. If you picked pile number 1, then this reading is for you. How are you guys? Welcome and thank you. This is a guided reading through Santa Muerte. Again, this is a guided reading through Santa Muerte. And we're going to be focusing on what blockages are you having, okay? What blockages are you having? So the first card shows me and indicates that, a blockage that you're having, one of them or many of them is that, you're not seeing your self-worth, because this is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? You're not seeing your self-worth, whether that, that's with work or your life, okay? It's time to realize who you are and what you bring. It's really time to focus on yourself and know that you're worthy, okay? You're worthy, whether that's, with your person, whether you do, like, you have your own side business and you're not charging a lot, or, this has to do with work and you're doing more work than what you're getting paid to do, okay? Or this is just with yourself in general. These are general readings, so take what applies and leave what doesn't. But I'm really sensing it's just all about knowing that you're worthy, understanding that you're worthy enough, realizing who you are and what you bring, okay? Because in life, sometimes it's like we don't get enough appreciation, or words aren't really said to you, especially in a work atmosphere. Sometimes when you own your own business, it's all about, giving. It's even in a business that you don't own, it's all about giving your time and your energy. But, Santa Muerte is saying, you're being blocked because you're not seeing your self-worth, okay? You're not becoming invested in yourself. It's time to become invested in yourself and start to focus on ways to make you feel great, okay? Like whether that's charging more for your services or investing in yourself, okay? Again, when I say charging in your services, I mean if you do business on the side, if you have your own business, whatever you do, and it's like you're not charging enough. It's like you're not seeing how worthy you are, how good your work is, how well your energy is, okay? It's time to, really create a new look for yourself, okay? Create an environment that suits you best. Love yourself. Santa Muerte is like, love yourself, okay? Understand that you are worthy, and you need to start appreciating yourself. You need to start opening your eyes to yourself, okay? So that's one of the blockages that you're having at the moment, all right? So I also have another card on how can you get over these blockages, okay? So this is all about how can you get over these blockages. So we have number 21. So the number 21, so this card How you can get over your blockages, this is all about instinct, okay? How you can get over your blockages is to start trusting and relying on your instincts, okay? Your instincts are these feelings that you have, or are these senses that you just know. Like, for example, you could be walking and you just have this instinct to turn around, and you do, and there, for example, you're walking in the street, you turn around or something, and there could be a car, and you brake, and so you don't. It's all about those senses and feelings. I know that was a weird example, but it's really time to start to trust and rely on your instincts. This is how you can release these blockages, okay? Pawn number 1, this is how you could start feeling that you're worthy enough, okay? It's start to trust these instincts, all right? Pay attention to those senses, and senses when moving forward. Like I said, like when moving forward, your instincts. Say, for example, you're crossing the street, you're moving forward, you're walking, you're probably looking down, not really paying attention to your environment, and something tells you to look up. You feel the need to look, and you see a car coming, and you stop. So it's all about trusting your instincts, okay? When moving forward, trusting these feelings, these senses, paying attention, okay? Let your instincts, direct you in the proper direction, okay? And that's really how you're able to release this blockage, because this blockage isn't something hard to do. You just have to understand that you're worthy enough, appreciate yourself, okay? Know your self-worth, all right? And once your instincts are being trusted, and you're opening up to your instincts, and you're willing to trust your instincts, the questions that you have, the prayers you've been asking will be answered, okay? Trust, the energy and the feelings you have, and take action, okay? Take action on your instincts, take action, whether that's distancing yourself from something or someone, or, trusting your instincts to move forward, all right, pile number 1, or what feels right, it's more so your senses. It's so how you could release, this blockage of not feeling self-worth is paying less attention to your emotions and paying more attention to the feelings you have, the senses, them sensations, really trusting your instinct. Okay, rely on your instinct, as that will help you move forward. That will help you release this energy of not feeling self-worth. This will help you open your eyes to knowing that you are self-worthy. Okay, it's not the more than saying you're self-worthy, appreciate yourself, okay? If you have your own business, maybe it's time to raise your prices a little higher. Maybe it's time to understand how worthy you are, how great you are, how amazing, outstanding you are, okay? So the advice, we have 2 advice cards. And the first advice card we have is Our Lady of Peaceful Change and Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. And I want to say these are such beautiful cards. So the advice Santa Muerte wants to give you is, with the Our Lady of Peace, it's time to trust, okay? This is all about trust, okay? Trusting yourself, trusting your instincts, trusting that you're self-worthy, knowing that you're self-worthy. But with Our Lady of Peaceful Change, this is all about trusting that this change will happen soon, or it has. If it has happened, trust that change, okay? There will be a change, and it seems, you've been maybe you've been praying on it, you've been asking for guidance, you've been asking for help, you've been praying for this, new beginning, and understand this change is going to happen. This is answering what you've been asking, okay? This change can be simple. It doesn't have to be extraordinary. It doesn't have to be complicated, but you have to allow it, okay? You have to allow this change, as it will be peaceful. Okay, allow it to happen, whether it is right now, but it will be happening, all right? Stop putting your energy into things that cause worry, all right? And focus putting your energy into things that will mean something to you or benefit you, all right? Less worrying. Understand your self-worth, okay? Trust those instincts that you have, that you're feeling, because peace is coming. And I really feel like these instincts you've been having and you're starting to have, and this is just from Santa Muerte, from your guides, saying we heard you, we're bringing peace to you, but you have to trust. You have to trust us. You have to allow it to happen. Okay, you have to allow this peace, this change to happen. Okay, you have to allow it to happen. And then when we have the Our Lady of Manifest Miracles, this card is all about, becoming more connected to the spiritual, to the divine, and abundance, and creating it together, working together, manifesting what you desire in your world, but also working with, your spirituality. Okay, so this is from Santa Muerte saying the advice is you need to start working with your spirituality more in order to manifest, okay? As you work with your spirituality more, you'll be able to manifest miracles. You will be able to receive this abundance, receive these gifts that you've been asking for, that you've been longing for, that you've been wanting, okay? I feel like you've been asking for this, and this is the answer. This is the answer to solve all your problems, become open, become open to yourself, become self-worthy, trust your instincts, trust that this change is going to happen for the better, okay? Because right now with Our Lady of Manifest Miracles, it's coming from the divine. These miracles are coming from the divine. Santa Muerte is saying, here it is, it's coming to you, but you have to start trusting and relying on your instincts. Okay, look how beautiful, look at how these cards go together. If that's not a sign, I do not know what to tell you. Okay, it's all about creating with spirituality, creating with Santa Muerte, working with Santa Muerte, working with your guides, working with your higher self, okay, to manifest on what you want. Manifest through your spiritual work, okay? Appreciate these manifestations. Maybe for some, because I was talking about, a personal business, maybe some of you, because this is a general reading, maybe some of you, or a few of you, are doing spiritual work, and you're not charging enough, okay? You're not upping your prices. You're not feeling worthy. You are worthy. You are great, because the answers are here, okay? The answers are here. You need to work with spirituality. You need to work with your spirituality in order to receive this abundance. Abundance and spirituality are working together, and you have to combine those two, okay? Because the answers to your questions, to your prayers are here. They're here. You are self-worthy. Know that you are. Appreciate yourself. Love yourself. Create a new look for yourself. Create an environment that suits you best. Okay? Stop dimming your light for others, okay? Because this is why you're blocked. You're blocked by not seeing your self-worth, okay? Whether that's with your work or your life in general, okay? Become invested in yourself. As you become invested in yourself and you start focusing on those feelings instead of emotions, you start to trust and rely on your instincts, you will receive this change, okay? This change will happen, but you also have to allow it and trust that it will happen, whether it is happening right now or it's going to be, okay? Focus putting your energy into things that will mean something to you instead of, going lower than your higher vibration, okay? It's a time of manifesting. This is the advice. The advice is it's time to work with your spirituality. Maybe this is advice for some, that's for some groups. I'm also seeing maybe it's time to get into spiritual work, okay? Maybe it's time to focus on spiritual work, to get more connected with your spirituality, and you will receive abundance from this, okay? Pile number 1, you will receive abundance for this. So I also have a few other cards that I would like to pull, just because this is a general reading, and I want everyone to resonate the best way they could. So I will give you guys some more enlightenment with some intuition based cards. All right, pile number 1. So we got the cards out, and I'm just going to shuffle for some more advice, okay, for some more understanding, more enlightenment for pile number 1, just because this is a general reading. Oh, okay, thank you. Let's see what the cards got to say. Yeah. Attraction. All right. So what am I getting here? So yeah, pile number 1, it's a big deal. I'm really sensing that this self-worth, this feeling like you're not worthy enough, was really holding you back, was really blocking you, because you know, when you're feeling more emotional, you miss out on the senses, okay? Understand it's time to trust, okay? Have trust that change will happen. Allow this change to happen, okay? Trust your instincts, okay? Trust your instincts and those feelings, because it's a big deal. Something great will happen, okay? A celebration, something is going to happen, so whether you've been asking for it, but a change will happen. And with the pop the cork, I always feel like it's, you know, a celebration. It's time to celebrate. It's time to spread that joyfulness, all right? Because again, attraction, pile number 1, attraction. Work with spirituality to manifest, okay? Work with your spiritual side to receive abundance. You know, this is all about love, you know, appreciating these manifestations that you do get. You know, manifest through the spiritual work. Manifest through the spiritual world, okay? Attraction is here. Attraction is here. I feel like for this card, some of you are halfway there, okay? Halfway there. Or it's an equal share. Santa Muerte saying, you know, I give you half, you give me the other. 50-50. Do not forget, pile number 1, this is a time for change. This is a time to focus less on your emotions and focus more on your senses, you know? Those feelings, those gut feelings, you get your instinct. You know, it's all about opening up to yourself and becoming worthy, knowing your self-worth, okay? It's time to realize who you are and what you bring. Become invested in yourself, pile number 1. Become invested in yourself. It's time for it. And let's pull a few more other cards. Let's pull a few more other cards just to see what's going on with your head. Where is it at? Where do you need to be? I'm just gonna, this is for pile number 1. For anyone that needs to hear these messages. Thank you. Let's do one more card. Thank you. Y'all, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. I didn't even get to the other cards. Let's just get to the other cards before I get too excited. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning expansion, new phase, preparing your union. And then we have self-indulgence. Focus on self-worth, you guys. If this isn't the sign for Santa Muerte, I don't know what to tell you. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Do I even have to elaborate on that? But I will. I will, because I'm feeling like y'all are not hearing it, but it's crazy because you guys see me shuffle on camera. Okay? 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? I'm sorry, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's time to start seeing your self-worth, okay? It's time to become invested in yourself, okay? Focus on yourself. It's time to heal. Appreciate yourself. Like I said, appreciate who you are and what you bring to the table. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phases, preparing for union. Again, it's time to trust. It's time to, trust that this change is happening or will happen soon. Okay? It's like, it's time for you to understand that this change can be very simple, but you have to allow it. Hence, there's no second chance. It's something what they're saying. This is it. We're going 50-50, okay? 50-50. There's no more of that. You grow and transform your life. Okay? It's time to grow and transform your life. Pile number 1. Isn't that something? It's really time to trust your instincts and rely on those instincts, okay? Rely on those instincts. Rely on that energy. Create an environment that's best for you, that suits you best, okay? Invest in yourself. So I have some daily affirmations. Let's see what affirmations pile number 1 needs to hear. Oh, that's a lot. So we're going to put these back. But thank you. All right, the first one that came out, there's 2 that came out. I am confident. I am going to try something that pushes me to step outside my comfort zone today. And if you feel free to pause these affirmations, write them down because it's needed. Santa Muerte is sending it out and is letting you know it is needed. I am confident. I am going to try something that pushes me to step outside my comfort zone today. I am energized and ready for a good day. I am going to do 20 jumping jacks and shout loud. Best day ever. I mean, exercise is good too. You don't necessarily have to do those jumping jacks, but it is good to say, I am energized and ready for a good day. You are confident, okay? You are confident. I am proud of myself. I am going to list 3 things I accomplished this week. Again, this is all about manifesting. I really feel like this is all about manifesting. Hence the Our Lady of manifesting miracles. Okay. I am brave and courageous. I am going to think of a time I was brave and reflect on how that made me feel. Reflecting on yourself, feeling how worthy you are. This will help you boost up your self-worth, okay? I am respectful. I am going to be polite and considerate of everyone I see today. Because, the energy you put out is the energy you receive. And last one, I am imaginative. I am going to invent a new game and ask my family to play today. And I feel like for many, when it says, I'm going to invent a new game, I feel like you're going to invent a new adventure, a new career, a new task. And, you're going to ask your family to join along. You're going to ask your family to, work with you, help you, because this is the time to focus on yourself. Or again, like I was saying, if you're focusing on, spiritual work, and I mean like career wise, this is a time to create something new with your career and, join your family and join your customers into play. All right. So I really hope this reading did you well, pile number 1. Again, this is a general reading and a guided reading through Santa Muerte. And we thank you so much. We thank you so much. And we hope nothing but the best. Again, since it is a general reading, take what applies and leave what doesn't. But until then, may nothing but love, peace, and prosperity have came into your life. See you. If you pick pile number 2, this reading is for you. How are you guys? Welcome and thank you. Today we're going to get into a guided reading through Santa Muerte on what blockages are you having. Again, this is a guided reading through Santa Muerte on what blockages are you having. Okay, pile number 2. So let's just get started. So the first card we have is Queen of Cups in reverse. And this is the what part. Okay, so the blockage that you're having is you're giving too much energy to others. Okay, you're putting too much energy into others. You're giving and putting too much energy into others. All your energy is being taken away because you're giving it. You're giving it. And it's time to start paying more attention, to your intuition and really connect with your emotions. Okay? It's like maybe you're distancing yourself from your emotions because you're putting too much energy into other people's. Okay? You're distancing yourself from yourself. This is what's blocking you right now. Something like this saying it's really about self-love and self-care, and it's funny because pile number 1 actually kind of had the same blockage. It's really all about putting your energy into other people, and that's what's holding you back. That's what's blocking you. Okay, you're unable to see past their energy because you're only giving your energy away. You have no more energy to receive for yourself. Okay, pile number 2, it's just giving, and they're not receiving anything in return. All right? This is all about understanding your self-care, understanding your self-love. It's all about focusing less on other people's emotions and start focusing on yours, because it's like you're distancing yourself from yourself. So let's see how we can overcome this blockage. Beautiful card. Isn't this such a beautiful card? Number 4. So this card is love, okay? This is, because we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is all about loving yourself, okay? Being aware of the actions you take, all right? And understanding what energy they will bring to the world, okay? It's being aware of your actions you'll take and understanding what energy they will bring to the world. That's so funny that I'm saying this because I just felt a presence behind me as we're speaking. But Santa Muerte is really saying, like, you're giving too much energy out. You're feeding into other people's emotions too much, that you're missing out on loving yourself. You're missing out on being aware of the actions you take and understanding how the energy will bring to the world. Okay? It's all about love. Okay? Don't be transparent, though. Don't be transparent from your needs, but become aware of what is needed from you. That's what I wanted to say. Don't be transparent from your needs, but become aware of what is needed from you. Okay? Become aware of what's needed from you. And what's needed from you is yourself, is your time and energy, because right now you're giving it out. You're giving your heart. Your heart's for grabs right now. I'm sensing like you're just falling into people's emotions, and it's really time to focus on yourself. This is one way you'll be able to have more clarity, okay? Have more light, You're giving too much of your energy to others, so now it's time to become more focused on yourself. Because all your energy is being taken away because you're giving it. When will you be able to receive energy for yourself? When will you be able to help yourself out if you're over there constantly in other people's emotions? Okay? So in order to overcome this blockage, you have to start loving yourself and becoming more aware of the actions you take and understanding what energy they will bring to the world and yourself in general. So for example, Being aware of your actions. If you're always tending to somebody's needs, always taking care of somebody, always having their back, always becoming that helping hand, what energy are you giving out there? You're just luring in vampire and energy vampires. You're just luring in things that are ready to take and not give. Okay, don't be transparent from your needs. Become aware of what is needed from you. Pile number 2, become aware of what is needed for you. And what is the advice we have? So we have 2 cards. The first card we have Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming and Our Lady Who Gives Peace. Let's start with Our Lady Who Gives Peace. Okay, understand that the advice is peace is going to be given to you. Okay, peace is going to be given to you, but you have to be able to give it back with your trust. Santa Muerte saying, I have peace for you. This is the advice. I have peace for you, but you have to give your trust back. Okay, you have to give your trust back, because Santa Muerte is saying, like, maybe you're not trusting or open as much because your energy's been taking so much, you don't know when it's time to give in. Okay, trust that your worries have been and will be taken off your shoulders. Okay, will be taken off your plate. You don't have to see this anymore, but you have to trust it, that your worries will be taken off your plate. All right, worries will be taken off your plate, and abundance will flow through. Any troubles you had with prosperity or money or these, it will flow through, because peace is with you. Peace is coming through you, but you have to be able to give it back. Santa Muerte is saying you need to open up and trust that it's happening. It will happen. Okay, accept this offer because it's needed. Accept the offer because it's needed. Pile number 2. And then we have Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. Our Lady of Quiet Blossoming. Okay, this card is about understanding that you're growing. You're growing, but you have to trust the process. Again, this whole trust thing. Trust. Put your trust in to receive this peace. Have trust in the process. Okay, have trust in the process that your reality that you want for yourself is your what you've been asking for is coming towards you. It's going to be quiet and subtle, but it's blossoming. Okay, trust the process. Okay, become focused on the seeds that you plant. Become focused on the seeds that you plant, and have trust that you will watch your seeds grow. I mean, sometimes it takes a while for certain plants to grow, and that's why it's all about trust. Okay, start putting the energy of love into yourself. Start putting this energy into yourself so it could come back into the world, and it could spread to the seeds you planted. Pile number 2. Start accepting this will happen. Peace will be given to you if you're able to give it back with your trust. Both cards are saying trust the process. Okay, abundance shall flow, but you have to trust the process. Accept these offers as it's very needed. Pile number 2, it's very needed. Okay, I really hope you understand that. Focusing less. Start focusing less. Okay, start focusing less on other people's energy. Start focusing less on becoming so invested into other people's emotions, as those emotions will carry on with you. Let them go. Okay, time to start paying more attention to your intuition. Okay, your intuition's telling you what's for you and what's not. Trust that. Okay, connect with your emotions. Okay, focus on self-love and self-care, but focus on yourself, because you're distancing yourself from yourself. Okay, all your energy is being taken away because you're all about give, give, give. But now it's time to trust and receive. Trust and receive that your seeds that you're planted or planting will grow, and trust that, peace is with you, but you have to give it back with trust. That's the only way. Santa Muerte is saying, accept this offer. Okay? Accept it. Accept this offer because it's needed. It's highly needed. Pile number 2. Okay? So now, just because these are general readings, I want to make sure my readings resonate with a lot of you. So I will pull some more cards to boost for a boost of enlightenment. Okay? Let's shuffle these. For pile number 2, what is needed, what needs to be heard, understood. Okay? Advice. What are those cards? Pile number 2. For pile number 2, what is the advice? What needs to be heard? Needs to be understood for pile number 2. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see what we have. Stormy weather. Take a look at yourself. Tick, tick, tick. Tough it out. So, of course, I'm going to pull out this card first. Take a look at yourself. Like I was saying, it's time to really start paying attention more to your intuition. Sorry, I was cut off, but again, like I was saying, it's really time to start focusing on your intuition, paying more attention to your intuition, taking a look at yourself. Time to focus on yourself because you're giving too much energy to others. Okay, giving too much energy to others. I feel like Santa Muerte is saying, or guides saying, tick, 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 like the time is running. Okay, it's really time to focus on yourself. Understand that, peace will be given to you, and they're waiting for you to give back your trust. They're waiting for you to accept these offers. Because in life there will be stormy weather, and I'm really sensing that. I'm getting the message from Santa Muerte saying, if you it's okay if you don't accept these offers, but it will take you into this stormy weather. It will take you longer to sunshine, okay? It will take you longer to the light, to get out of this gloomy area, okay? But it's really saying, or for some, you're in this stormy weather, okay? You're in this gloom, you're feeling down, and it's all about taking a look at yourself, Time to focus. Time to focus on yourself. But tough it out. Literally. Accept this. Love yourself, okay? Being aware of your actions, okay? And take understanding what energy they will bring to the world. Tough it out. Stop becoming a shoulder for everyone to lean on. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Where's that card? Take a look at yourself in general. All your energy is being taken away and given to others. Time to start paying more attention to yourself, your intuition, your emotions, okay? Because you're distancing yourself from yourself. Pile number 2. I'm going to pull a few more cards. And let's see. Okay. Those wanted to come out. So let's see what we got. This is funny. Okay. So it's funny how cards come out. Photograph. Looking at your photos. Missing you. Nostalgia. Make new memories. Talking. Interested. Conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. So with this card, the Hammer, working on it, I'm sensing that if you don't focus on releasing other people's energy and you continue to put time into other people's energy, this will sabotage you. You know, this will kind of be repetitive. This energy you will keep feeling until you're able to move on, because I'm seeing like Santa Muerte saying talk. So it's really not necessarily talking, but I'm sensing like calling on your guides, calling on Santa Muerte, just having a conversation, you know, conversing more, speak on what you're interested in, you know, as these awaited messages arrive, as peace will arrive to you, but you have to put in that trust. Looking at your photos, missing you. Take a look at yourself, okay? But make new memories. Take a look at yourself. Look at the old you. Look where you've become and create these new memories within yourself that you know you can do, okay? Santa Muerte saying you can do it. You have to give trust in order to receive this peace, because you know your seeds are growing. The seeds you plant are growing. I need you, Santa Muerte, I need you to understand that, you know, they're gonna come subtly, but you have to be patient. You have to be able to focus on your energy so you can watch. If you have no energy, how are you going to be able to seed your plants? If you have no energy because you gave it to other people, how are you going to be able to watch your plants grow? Okay? Stop focusing on other people's emotions and start focusing on yourself. Now I have some daily positive affirmations, and let's just see what comes through for pile number 2. What affirmations are needed for pile number 2? What affirmations are needed for pile number 2? What affirmations can we do? One? Oh, thank you. What do we have? Your first affirmation: I am one of a kind. I am going to list 3 things that make me unique. Okay? List 3 things that make you unique. Boost your self-esteem. This is knowing your self-love, spreading love to yourself. I am grateful for the people in my life. I am going to tell my parents what I love about my friends and or siblings. This doesn't necessarily have to be speaking to your parents, but I really feel like to your guides, to Santa Muerte, writing it down, appreciating it, and being grateful, as the energy you put out, you will receive. I am imaginative. I'm going to invent a new game and ask my family to play today. And I don't necessarily think this means like you have to invent a game and ask anyone to play. I really feel like this is inventing a new game with yourself, inventing a new style for yourself, and really start asking. And when I hear family, I'm hearing spiritual. Okay, spiritual. Invent something. Create a new you, ask your spiritual family, ask your family in general, if this makes sense, to join along, on the journey that you're going through. I am mindful. I am going to sit still, engage my 5 senses, and describe how I feel in this moment. Like I said, yes. Focus less on other people's energy and focus more on yourself. Focus on, your emotions. So this will help you a lot. Okay, go ahead and pause these affirmations. You could write them down, feel free to, but I feel like these are needed for whoever needs to hear this message. Okay, I am mindful. I am going to sit still, engage my 5 senses, and describe how I feel in this moment. All right, pile number 2, stop giving your energy away, okay? Start focusing on yourself. So if you like this reading, feel free to give me a thumbs up. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Again, this is a guided reading through Santa Muerte, and we thank you so much. I really hope you guys have a great one. Until next time, may nothing but love, peace, and prosperity have came into your life. Alright, if you picked pile number 3, this reading is for you. What blockages are you having? This is a guided reading through Santa Muerte. Again, this is a guided reading through Santa Muerte on what blockages are you having. Okay, let's just get into it. So the first card we have is 5 of Cups in reverse. And the blockage that you're having, okay, because with the 5 of Cups in reverse, it's all about personal setbacks, you know, self-forgiveness, moving on. So with the 5 of Cups in reverse, you know, what's blocking you is the feelings of disappointment, maybe from something that you did or that didn't work out in the past, you know, feeling like you failed. That's what's blocking you. You're being blocked because of the setback. It's like you're discouraged, okay? You're discouraged with yourself, or you're blaming yourself, you know? You had this personal setback and you feel like it's your fault. You know, you're trying to replay something in the past, or trying to replay the past as if something could have changed. Understand, in life, whether that's for the best or the good, it's meant to happen. There's lessons meant to learn. Okay, Santa Muerte is saying there's lessons meant to learn, and you cannot change the past. The past is the past, and it's going to stay like that. Okay, you're getting blocked because you're having these feelings of disappointment from this setback. You know, you're having feelings of disappointment from something that didn't work out. You know, feeling like you failed because of the setback. It's like you're discouraged. You're discouraged in the present time. Okay, that's what's blocking you right now, pile number 3. So how can you overcome this? Let's see how you can overcome this. So we have the number 28. This card is, I love this card. So this card is the action card. Okay, this card is all about taking action and understanding the actions, you know, that were or are needed to take. So understanding these actions that were taken, it may be in the past, you know, your personal setback. It's understanding why it happened. Okay, now it's time to focus on the present and the future. This is time to take action and stop focusing on the past. Understand what happened will happen. What has happened has happened. There's nothing you do about it but moving forward. Because we have the future, present, and past, it's really telling me that you're dwelling a lot. Okay, you're dwelling a lot on the past. Focus on the present and the future. Okay, Santa Muerte is wanting me to tell you to get out the past. Focus on the present. Okay, focus on the now. Stop fearing that you will not succeed, and leave the past there. Leave the past where it belongs. Okay, that's what's holding you back. That's what's blocking you right now, because you're putting all this energy into feelings of disappointment from something, that didn't work out. Okay, but the past is the past. You can't change that, so it's time to leave it there. Okay, you're able to move forward with the action card. You're able to move forward. Okay, you're able to move forward and towards the better. Okay, but you have to understand which way to take for the better. You have to understand which way you're taking and why you're taking it. Okay, so understand the present can't change you. That's how you're able to let go of this blockage that's holding you back. Understanding that the past cannot change, but your present and future can. Do you hear me? Do you hear her? Santa Muerte saying, do you hear me? Because it's like you're feeling disappointed. It's time to move on, babe. It's time, okay? It's time to stop focusing on that past and understand that the past can't change, but your present and future can, okay? Stop feeding into the past and know that it's no longer important. Give it little to no mind, okay? Accept that it has happened. Time to move on. Time to grow, okay? Because there's no more. There's no more of that, all right? Because it's holding you back, all right? That's personal setback, or you need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself in the present and focus on the future. Forgive yourself in the present and focus on the future. It's really time to move forward and take action and on understanding the actions that you're taking and that are needed to be taken, okay? Focus on the present and the future. I cannot express this more because it's like that's really holding you back right now, and I could just feel it, okay? Stop fearing that you will not succeed. Okay, stop fearing, stop having these past emotions follow you in the present, because that's holding you back from your abundance, from your gifts, from things that are meant for you. It's holding you back, okay? So what is the advice Santa Muerte wants to tell you? What is the advice Santa Muerte wants to tell you? So we have Our Lady of Soul Birth. And Our Lady of Growth Assured. Let's start with Our Lady of Growth Assured. So Our Lady of Growth Assured, this card is all about patience, okay? Allowing things to happen. Allowing things to happen when it's best, okay? Not when you want it, not when allowing it to happen in the right moment at the right time. Because when you force something to happen, when you force this growth or this manifestation or things you're wanting, you're forcing it to happen too soon or too late, it may and can cause unnecessary issues and problems down the line, okay? Santa Muerte is saying, let your blessings flow through. Let them come as they go, okay? Don't try to focus on it too early, but don't forget about it either. Just be in the present. Don't focus too much on the future and don't dwell on the past. Just be in the present, okay? Because I'm seeing like manifest something you've been manifesting or you're going to manifest, it's coming towards you, but whether that's success in your favor, but it's time to let go. So I'm sensing like this will help you release, okay? But you can't rush it. But all you could do is become more in the present, okay? Stop dwelling on the past, from your personal setbacks. Time to forgive yourself, okay? Become assured that, you are moving forward. Because then we have the Our Lady of Soul Birth. This is all about giving birth, okay? This is all about being in labor, having your things planted, having your seeds planted, starting to really focus on creating a new life, okay? Because then with the Our Lady of Soul Birth, your soul's in your life forever, when you love yourself, you're loving them, okay? You're loving your soul. Your soul will grow into your life, it will light and it will light and your light and earth. Your soul is everything, okay? But you have to have patience. You can't rush. But when you love yourself, when you feel confident in yourself, you're loving your soul, okay? When you love yourself, you love your soul. Your soul will grow into life, light, and earth if you let it, okay? Love yourself, okay? Let go of this disappointment. Start to focus on the present. Let go of the past because it's no longer needed. Have assurance that it's coming, because this is creating your soul. This is like giving birth. And this is 2 birth cards saying, you focus on yourself. Focus on your energy, okay? Focus on loving yourself as your soul will. That's how you will love your soul. That's how you're able to give back. Santa Muerte is saying, success is in your favor, but you can't rush it or you can't forget it, okay? Like I said, you have to allow it to happen. You have to allow these things to happen in the best way possible. You have to allow your manifestations to happen. You have to allow your words to happen. But in order to allow it, you have to let go. You have to let go of the past and remain in the present, okay? You have to let go of these feelings of disappointment from something that, that did not work out, all right? From a personal setback. You have to let go of feeling like you failed. Because your manifestation's coming, it's growing, it's giving birth, okay? It's time to give birth to, a new soul, because the soul's forever with you, forever moving with you. When you hurt, they hurt. When you love, you're loving them. Love yourself. Pile number 3, loving yourself. Forgiving yourself, okay? Allowing your new self to come through. Be in the present. Leave the past where it's at. Stop feeling disappointed because you cannot change the past, okay? You can no longer feel like the past is important because it's not. You have greater for you. Pile number 3. So I have some few cards here that I would like to shuffle, and I'll do this on camera so we could get some more enlightenment. Just because this is a general reading, I want to make sure everyone and everybody's connected and feels assured, okay? So this is for pile number 3. What needs to be heard, what needs to be understood. That's a lot. That's a lot. Do I take them all? I'm going to take them all. Okay. This is for pile number 3. What needs to be heard, what needs to be understood. What needs to be heard, what needs to be understood. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. What needs to be heard and what needs to be understood. What needs to be heard and what needs to be understood. Yeah, because Santa Muerte keeps telling me, let go of your past. I keep hearing it. Let go of your past. Live in this present. It's no more time for disappointment. Okay? One more card. Pile number 3. One more card. Please, for pile number 3. One more jumping card. For pile number 3. Thank you. So let's see what... Upright, jackpot. What did I tell you? Success is coming in your favor. But, you can't rush it. Don't forget about it either. It's coming. Mere seconds to spare. Watch your back. Requires stillness. Okay. So, let me just receive these messages on what needs to be voiced out, relayed back to you. Watch your back. Watch your back. Okay. So this card was calling out to me, watch your back. Sometimes in this case, watch your back means literally watch your back, okay? Literally clear out your energy. Literally pay attention to those around you. But in this sense, when I get watch your back, I'm literally getting like, hence the setbacks. Watching your past, watching your back, looking behind you, turning around all the time. That's indicating to me you're too much in the past. You're too much in the past. It's time to, focus on your present time. It requires some stillness. Like I said, this growth assured, you can't force it to happen, but allow it to happen when it's best. So it requires some patience. It requires to become still. It requires to, really focus on the present time, okay? Mere seconds to spare. With the mere seconds to spare in the jackpot, I'm sensing that this may come a little quicker. But with mere seconds to spare, it's like take action. Like I said, take action. Okay, on understanding the actions that were or are needed to take. Focus on the present and future, okay? Take action and stop fearing that you will not succeed. Leave the past there, okay? Because you got the jackpot card. So what else do you need to know with the jackpot card? Like success, abundance, prosperity is coming your way, but you need to become patient. You need to be patient, okay? You need to be patient. What else does pile number 3 need to know? Thank you. Let's do one more card for pile number 3. One more card for pile number 3. One more card for pile number 3. Okay. The snake. Coffee cup. Cassette. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And what was blocking you? Pile number 3. What was blocking you? Again, what was blocking you? What was blocking you was... Where's the card at? I'm sorry. If I could find... So this is what's blocking you. Yourself, you know? Feelings of disappointment for something that did not work out best for you. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. It's time to let that go. Pile number 3. It's time to let that go. Santa Muerte saying, how many signs do I need to give you? You're dwelling on the past that isn't needed for you, okay? Then we have the coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Maybe this is a time to get with family, get with friends, get with people that, you know, uplift your spirit, that bring you to reality, that bring you in the present time, okay? It's time to meet new people, you know, enjoying the moment that you're in, enjoying the present. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other women. Okay, thank you. So that was a confirmation from Santa Muerte that some of you may really need to clean your energy, okay? Get rid of anything negative. Watch the people around you. Maybe that's what your personal setback is. Maybe with the 5 of Cups, it's all about, you know, maybe you're going back to with the 5 of Cups in reverse, maybe you're going back to an ex. Maybe you're dwelling on a past or someone that's not good for you. In this case, it's all about watching your back, okay? Really paying attention, because they're not going to be good for you, okay? Clear out these people that are not in your energy, that are only for your energy, okay? That's not making you move forward. That's making you feel less than, okay? In some cases, like I said, this really may be going back to like an ex, or this personal blockage is because you're thinking about that person that hurt you. In this case, watch out, okay? This is a sign, this is a message from Santa Muerte. For some may need it just because it's general message, is a general reading. Some need to clear out your energy, clear your space, sage, do whatever you need to do to cleanse, because again, you got the card the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, and then we have watch your back, okay? So I am going to pull a few other cards for your daily affirmation. What are some affirmations that pile number 3 needs to hear? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. Pile number 3. What are some affirmations for pile number 3? Okay. Any more? Okay, thank you. All right, here are your positive affirmations. I am a hard worker. I am going to do my absolute best in school today. So sorry that it says school. Maybe for some of you are in school, okay? Maybe for some of you, you are in school. Go ahead and feel free to pause these affirmations so you can write them down, because they are needed, and I really feel they're needed for whoever needs to hear it. I am a hard worker. I am going to do my absolute best in school today. Or if you're not in school, you are a hard worker and you're going to do your absolute best in work. I can be whatever I want to be. I am going to tell someone what I want to be when I grow up. In this case, it doesn't necessarily mean, when you grow up, or it's just expressing to other people, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, friendships, letting them know, or even yourself, your higher self, what you want to be, what you're going to be, because you could be whatever you want, okay? I am kind. I am going to look for opportunities to show kindness to others. Because what you put out into the world, you shall receive. I am empathetic. I am going to think of a time I considered the thoughts and feelings of another person and reflect on how that made me feel. Okay? This is the time to meditate. I am going to think of a time I considered the thoughts and feelings of another person and reflect on how that made me feel. Maybe it's time to start focusing on other people. Start being around other people than dwelling on your past. Last one. I am patient. Yep. I am going to practice taking 3 deep breaths so I can do this the next time I get frustrated. The next time you're feeling like, this 5 of Cups in reverse, feeling of disappointments, feeling from something you felt didn't work out for the best. It's time to have patience and understand and allow your growth, okay? Allow your manifestations to come in, but allow it to happen when it's best. Do not force, okay? Do not force. Pile number 3. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Santa Muerte and I thank you so much. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we hope you guys well. Until next time, may nothing but love, peace, and prosperity have came into your life. If you pick pile number 4, this reading is for you. This is a guided reading through Santa Muerte on what blockages do you have, okay? This is a guided reading through Santa Muerte on what blockages do you have. Okay, pile number 4, so let's just get into it. So the first card we have is the 6 of Cups in reverse. And the 6 of Cups is really showing me, it's living in the past, forgiveness, lacking something. So really what I'm seeing is, you're focusing too much on the past. This is what's blocking you, it's like you're trying to relive or revisit the past or event situations. Understand, this is what's blocking you, holding onto the past too tightly. It's like you're reminiscing so much. You're having these feelings and sensations on the past that you're missing out on reality. You're missing the present, your present time. You're missing the signs and messages for you in the present time because you're holding on too tightly. You see, you're holding on way too tightly onto the past, and it's really time to focus on that, to focus on how much of the past are you dwelling on? How much of the past are you reminiscing or trying to relive or revisit? These past events or situations are made in the past for a reason. Okay, so let's see how you can overcome this blockage. So we have the card number 9. So I don't know how to pronounce him, Tlaloc, but he is the god of rain and fertility. Okay, so this card's all about, how you can overcome your blockages is by paying attention to the energy you are taking into the past. Pay attention to the amount of energy you are putting into your past life, your past events, your past situations, because, it may be too excessive. The energy may become too excessive to dwelling onto the past that, you start to flood these emotions, okay? You start to become flooded in these past emotions, all right? Because since he is all about, rain and fertility, he's able to create storms. He's able to create droughts. And right now, Santa Muerte is telling me and wanting you to know that, you got to pay attention to the energy you're truly putting into the past because it may be too much. It's okay to acknowledge it, but you need to move on from it. Okay, you need to move on and live in the present time, because I think you're becoming too excessive, where you're becoming flooded in these past emotions. Don't drown your present self. Don't drown your blessings, your present blessings. Don't drown yourself, and don't become flooded because you're stuck and you're holding on to the nostalgia, to the past, to the trying to relive it, revisit it. Okay? Understand it's not fair to your present self. I keep hearing it's not fair. It's not fair. Your higher self is saying it's not fair. Santa Muerte wants you to understand you need to focus on the present time. It's so funny because pile number 3 also had a lot of reminiscing on the past. Okay, this blockage here needs to get released because you're flooding yourself in past emotions. Okay, it's not fair by causing you're causing your present time, your present life, you're creating a drought because all the water is flooding to your past. All your energy is flooding to the past, and you're not focusing on the present time. Okay, it's like you're holding on way too tightly. Okay, the feelings, the emotions, the vibes, you're holding on too tightly, and you're flooding it. You're flooding it. Look, the water, it's all falling out. You're creating this massive flood, and you're not saving water for your present time. It's not fair. Okay, it's not fair to create a drought. It's time to really pay attention to the energy you're taking into the past. It's really time to focus on the energy that it's time to really focus on the past energy you're holding on to. Okay, it's really time to move on from that, because your present self needs love. Your present self needs water too, but you're becoming too excessive, where you're flooding that past, you're flooding those energies, and you're becoming flooded in it. Okay, don't create a drought for your present self. Santa Muerte saying, okay, it's good. You remember your past, you love your past, or whatever the case is, but it's time to gently let go. Gently acknowledge, but focus on your present. Okay? Stop flooding yourself in past emotions. Stop creating a drought for your present time, your present self. Okay? So we have some advice cards from Santa Muerte. Our Lady of Holy Fire, and Our Lady of Charity. Okay, let's get into these cards. Let's start with Holy Fire. Okay, Holy Fire, Santa Muerte wants you to, start when you feel like Santa Muerte wants you to know, when you feel like you're in this past emotions, when you're focusing too much on the past, rely on Holy Fire. Okay, rely on the fire to help you ignite yourself to become passionate towards your higher self. Allow the fire, to light a pathway where it's dark. Okay, even when things, you may have loved are burning away, allow Holy Fire to ignite that spiritual passion into your life. Allow the fire to burn what is no longer needed, and to open what is, to open sight to what is, to open light to what is, to open that pathway for you. Okay, allow it. Okay, allow this Holy Fire to ignite your spiritual passion into your life. Santa Muerte wants you to burn away those things that you may have loved. Okay, it's because it's time to grow, it's time to move on. Because then we have the Charity, and Charity, Our Lady of Charity, is pretty much saying you're a healer. Okay, you're a healer, or you're going to become a healer. And when you trust this Holy Fire, you ignite a spiritual passion into your life. Okay, you ignite something special into your life. You open up this path that was once dark, you know. So charity is all about becoming a healer for others. Okay, let the fire work beside you. Let holy fire work beside you to help you heal others, and allow Santa Muerte to protect you no matter where you are and go. Understand that you're always protected. Oh, I didn't even see this fire here. What? Yes, that's a sign. Yeah, let the fire work through your heart to ignite this spiritual passion. Maybe some of you were thinking about becoming a spirit, working in spiritual work, you know, helping others, becoming a guide, becoming a healer. But you know, something more they want you to know that it's time to allow it. A time to let go of your past, be in the present, and focus on yourself, and focus on the light to open new pathways, to light up dark paths that were once dark. You know, igniting this fire in your heart to open up to spiritual passions. Okay, because with the charity, you know, it's all about being a healer, becoming a healer for others, you know, letting the holy fire work beside you to help heal others, and allow Santa Muerte, allow her to protect you. Understand she will protect you on this movement. Okay, you may not know you're a healer, but you are. Okay, there will be some spiritual development. Don't fear, remain focused. Pile number 4. Remain focused and have an open heart, and understand that you will be protected. Okay, let the fire burn away that things you once loved that are no longer needed into your life, and let the fire burn through your heart to help you ignite this spiritual awareness. Okay, to allow you to connect closer to your higher self. Okay, ignite yourself to become passionate towards your higher self. So now I have a few cards that I will shuffle on camera, just because this is a general reading. I want to make sure everyone is getting the best reassurance they can through these readings. Okay, one more card for pile number 4. What is one more card for pile number 4? Any extra messages? One more card for pile number 4. Are there any extra messages? One more card for pile number 4. Oh, you guys got 3. Fact of life. Dearest wishes come true. Wild card. Pop the cork. Avoid obstacles. Choose words carefully. So let's start with the wild card. So whenever this card appears in a reading, a wild card is understanding that, you know, right now you have an open choice. The choice is yours. Live free, live your life, do what you want, you know, but understand that certain things is just a fact of life. So sometimes when you're dwelling on your past and you're living in the moment, you're reliving your past, you're trying to relive your past, understand the past is for a reason, and that's just the facts. Something what they're saying, that's just the facts. Choose your words carefully. Okay, choose your words carefully. And I'm really sensing that some of you may, you know, choose your words wisely. Be careful what you ask for. You know, you do have the wild card. So when the wild card and choose your words carefully, make sure you're taking into consideration on what you're asking for or what you're wanting, okay? Because maybe sometimes what you're asking for may appear differently from how you worded it, okay? And that's just the fact of life. But because I'm seeing dearest wishes come true and pop the cork. Pop the cork to me is like celebrating, all about a celebration, okay? All about spreading joy in this. And with the dearest wishes come true, I'm sensing maybe some of you have been asking for this spiritual passion, this spiritual awakening, this spiritual awareness. Well, it's here. Something what they're saying, well, we got it for you. We got it for you, but you know, you gotta trust in the holy fire. You gotta ignite, okay? You gotta burn things that you may have loved once, okay, that you may have loved. And when avoid obstacles, avoid trying to revisit past events or situations. Pile number 4, okay? Because your dearest wishes will come true. Oh, and like I said, just because you have the wild card and you're asking for something, choose your words carefully. Make sure you're asking for what you really want, because your wishes will be coming true. You know, you're going to be in this time of spiritual passion, okay? So now I have a few more cards that I would like to pull. What needs to be heard, what needs to be understood for pile number 4. What needs to be heard and what needs to be understood for pile number 4. Thank you. First card, love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Girl with a snake, empath, and narcissist, perigum, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plans, set a date. Okay. These will be general messages, and I'm really getting a few. So let's just get into this. This reading, this deck, this pile number 4, you guys are empaths, okay? Because I'm getting empaths because you got the healer's card, you got the charity card. It's really making sure, you're understanding the difference. You're knowing your boundaries to people. You're creating boundaries so you know that you're not being used. You know the difference from people trying to, become your friend, be with you, be on your side, than using you. And then for some, we have the love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thanking you and letting you know. I feel like this is really from Santa Muerte saying, I'm here. I'm letting you know that I'm here. Okay? And then for some, I'm getting like someone that passed, okay, saying they're here. They just want to let you know. Maybe some of you are holding on to the past memories, and that's the reason why. So this is the message that you need to hear. They want to express their love. This is the message of love. They're calling you, and they're thinking of you, and they're letting you know. They want you to know. For a lot, it's time to, focus on the present. Meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning or setting a date. And really, when I think of planning, setting a date, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Okay? This could really mean planning and setting a date with yourself, getting back out there into the world, becoming who you are, becoming in the present. I really feel a lot of you are empaths though, okay? Watch out for those energies. Watch out for those energy vampires. All right, pile number 4. What affirmations do you need? What affirmations pile number 4 need? What are some affirmations for pile number 4? Affirmations for pile number 4. Affirmations for pile number 4. Affirmations for pile number 4. Go ahead and give me some jumping cards. Oh, for pile number 4. For pile number 4. What are some affirmations? Okay, only 2? Only 2? 3? One more? Can we get one more? Is that it? Affirmations for pile number 4. Affirmations for pile number 4. Affirmations for pile number 4. Okay. Oh, okay, thank you. I feel someone standing behind me right now. Is that you, Santa Muerte? Sometimes I feel her certain readings, and sometimes I don't. But she is here. What did I, OMG. What did I say? You guys are empaths. I am empathetic. I am empathetic. I'm going to think of a time I considered the thoughts and feelings of another person and reflect on how that made me feel. And for some of you, I'm seeing, since you're so much of an empath, and for some of you, since I'm seeing that you're so much of an empath, that you need to really focus on how another person is making you feel. Consider their thoughts and feelings and consider how they act towards you and see how that makes you feel. And if that doesn't make you feel good, then it's time to let them go. I am proud of myself. I am going to list 3 things I accomplished this week. Feel free to press pause on these videos for these affirmations because I feel they're really needed for you. Santa Muerte is saying these are needed for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but they're needed. I am happy. I am going to list 3 things that make me smile today. And while listing these things, you're sending out gratitude in the world. You're sending out these powers so you can receive them back. I love myself. I am going to give myself a big hug today. And that's how we're going to end it, pile number 4. Don't forget to love yourself. Stop holding on to the past. Let it go. Live in the present life. Don't flood yourself in past emotions, okay? Don't leave your present self in a drought. It's not fair. Trust in the holy fire. Rely on the fire to help you ignite yourself, to become passionate towards your higher self, okay? Allow holy fire to ignite your spiritual passion through your heart. You know, you're a healer. Santa Muerte is saying, if you didn't know it, now you know it, okay? You're an empath, so protect the energy around you as well. Pile number 4, I hope this reading did you well. Santa Muerte and I thank you so much. We thank you so much. And again, this is a guided reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Until next time, may nothing but love, peace, and prosperity have came your way.